first off, we're going to start a little bit with some of the mythology. So the Fates, or the Moirai in Greek mythology, are a trio of deities embodying the concept of destiny and the inevitable progression of human life. They hold a central place in Greek thought, symbolizing the unyielding force of fate that governs both mortals and, to some extent, the gods themselves. The three sisters, Clotho, Lycasis, and Atropos, each have a distinct role in shaping the course of every individual's existence, often depicted as weaving or managing a metaphorical thread of life. Clotho is the spinner, begins the process by spinning the thread of life. She determines the moment a person is born and sets the initial conditions of their existence. Her role signifies the origin of life and the potential paths it might take, though she does not dictate the details alone. Lycasis, the allotter, measures the thread, deciding the length and quality of a person's life. She assigns destiny, determining what events, opportunities, or challenges an individual will encounter. Her work reflects the idea that life's duration and experiences are preordained, though some myths suggest a degree of flexibility in how destinies unfold. And finally, Atropos, the unturnable inevitable, cuts the thread, choosing the moment and manner of death. Her role is final and absolute, underscoring the certainty of mortality. Once she makes her cut, no one, not even the gods, can alter the outcome. The Fates are often portrayed as stern, impartial figures operating beyond the influence of other deities. They are typically visualized as older women, sometimes grim or haggard, working at the loom or with spinning tools, emphasizing their role as cosmic weavers. Their imagery evokes the idea that life is a tapestry, with each thread carefully crafted yet ultimately subject to their control. Fates reflect ancient Greek views on determinism versus free will. While individuals can make choices, the Moirai's overarching power suggests that certain outcomes were inevitable, a tension that permeates Greek literature and philosophy. Symbolically, fates represent the universal truths of rebirth, life's journey, and death, serving as a reminder of human limitations in the face of cosmic order. Their influence extends beyond Greece, with parallels in other traditions like the Norse or Roman Parse, highlighting the cross-cultural resonance of fate as a governing force.
Fate, as it relates to a way, is something that, well, there's the fear of the fates. This must be gate 30. The two things I heard in there, the cosmic fates, as well as this impartiality. And the thing is, this whole juxtaposition, I guess we're going to move on to another slide that has it all in there, right?
Yeah, with more of the details. Yep. That was just my little mythology background.
Yep. Oh, I can't wait to get into it because there's so much going on with this gate 30 as it relates to a juxtaposition. Remember, people, the juxtaposition is right in the middle of the right angle and the left angle. It serves as a bridge between the two. And it's called fixed fate for a reason, because this is a fixed way for a person. It is the most fixed of the 12 crosses. So keep that in mind as we move on.
Thank you to everyone who's hanging out, who is watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, hanging out. We love having you. Thanks for helping us grow. It's been really fun. We just got to 4,000 watch hours. So that's like a whole big deal. So thanks.
Share this. Yes, share. Tell your friends, man. Let's get more questions rolling and all that.
Absolutely. So we're going to dive into it. So the juxtaposition cross of fates, this involves the solar plexus, the sacral, and the throat centers. And it's part of the quarter of initiation, which is about mental inspiration. And it's the 30, 29, 34, and 20. And it happens more or less around February 15th, give or take, depending on the year. These are energetic and persevering charismatics at the mercy of the fates, who throw caution to their wind in their obsessive commitment to fulfill their desire, and their potential mystic teachers. And then Ra continues on with this fates, which is operating with the personality sun in gate 30. Gate 30 is the place of fate. It's also the place of the sweet and the sour. That's what life is, and it's all here. The sweet and the sour of life is here in gate 30. The 8 and 14 have disappeared, and they've been replaced by the 34-20. The 14 were part of the previous cross. And now you're dealing with a very, very powerful definition. The 34-20 makes up the channel of charisma. So this person is automatically a manifesting generator. This is an incarnation looking for an accident. That's what they do. Incarnations looking for accidents, and they are busy right up until the moment that the accident comes. Busy, busy, busy. I have made my commitment now. I am burning out. One of the extraordinary things is that some of the most profound discoveries that we have are made by the totally and absolutely obsessed. The 4-1 juxtaposition cross of fates is very, very rare. Any juxtaposition cross is going to be really rare because it's only the 4-1 profiles that make up these juxtaposition crosses. So just by statistic numbers, they're all very rare. They are going to be deeply obsessed and take it to the extreme. These types of people will take it to the extreme, burn out, and fail in doing so. We need these beings as they don't give up. They just don't give up. Where so many others will give up, they will not give up. They're in the process and they will continue it at any cost. They picked up the 2034 unconscious, which leads to the next cross, which will be the cross of industry.
But as you do go through the crosses, we just left contagion to get to this juxtaposition. And when we move on to the next right angle, we'll be in the sleeping phoenix. So this is sandwiched right in between them. Anyways, 30 is about handling a desire, and it's in the emotional solar plex. So it starts the emotional nervous making process here through this stream of experience and needing to experience things. And so it's called the clinging fire. It clings to the feeling. It just got this feeling enabled and empowered and energized by gate 41 below it when it makes that whole channel. And so this channel of recognition, right? The recognition of a feeling and a desire, and it's emotional, so it can go up and down in a wave, and it does have a fear. It's afraid of the fates. Its fear is the name of its juxtaposition cross. It's a fear that fate will get in the way, that there will be some. So while they're busy doing their thing, if they allow this fear to show up, it gives them an emotional clarity. If they just are able to go slow long enough, 3420 doesn't really help that much, but going slow. But if they are, they'll be able to take the time and avoid some of those things. The fear of fates doesn't, and fate itself and this gate, the clinging fire, it's supposed to cling to that feeling. Make it less personal. The feeling it clung to was a shared feeling. It's shared in the consciousness field. You're going to have to trust me on that. Doesn't matter how much it's your feeling in that moment. Of course it's yours. You're the one experiencing it. I get it. But it's still in the consciousness field. You can't always get what you want. And that's a Rolling Stones song, and it's also the rock and roll anthem for this gate. You just can't always get what you want because you can try some time, but fate will get in the way. Fate sometimes gets in the way. So that's not a mistake. That's a recognition. Recognize it. Again, a projected channel, part of an emotional process. Unlike the spleen, which the fear comes through and the fear goes out, the fear comes through and the fear goes out. Fear is only meant to last in the moment, but the emotional process is still clarifying. So it'll receive another fear. It might even live in fear a little bit, but again, the 4-year-old wouldn't. It would just receive it and still keep processing. So this is a time to slow down. Solar plex says slow down no matter what, and sleep on it and think about it for a little while. Let it mature and marinate. So that's what gate 30 is supposed to do. When you have this and you have this juxtaposition cross, you go ahead and be as busy and energetic as you want. Try not to hold on to everything personally. And that's really the thing for this, so that it doesn't break. Too many disappointments and this particular gate will break. I knew it. It never works. That's personal. I mean, why even try anymore? Could easily be a thing. Well, but of course, the emotion's going to come back around, drag them right back into it. So not like you can stay there, but that's this gate. That's this juxtaposition cross.
This juxtaposition cross of fates. The lesson is surrendering to passionate destiny and embracing life's unpredictability. The purpose is to follow intense desires with gate 30, commitment, gate 29, and acting powerfully, gate 34, in the now with gate 20. And the role is to inspire others by living fully in the moment, accepting fate's flow.
Remember, this process is supposed to be shared. And when it's not being shared, like the sharing didn't work out, it's just not working out, and you're not getting it out into the world and living it out in that way, let it go. Seriously. This is great practice. This is, if ever we were going to have that, what's that board that they use in the kung fu dojos that you hit it with your fist and it makes them bleed because it's just rope on a hard oak board, and you got to hit it with your forearm. This is that. This is that. You build up some serious resistance to all of that.